In my culture, more people eating the Yangrou Paomo like a breakfast.
I read that the Xi'an government even put out a circular telling you exactly how big this should be. The bread is chewy.
Yeah.
And it's now absorbed by that beautiful broth in there.
Yes.
This is Soul Food, an American journey through the Chinese kitchen. I'm Gerald, and right now I'm discovering all the trappings of Yangrou Paomo, tattered flatbread in lamb soup.
I think I taste your childhood in here.
For a relatively compact city, Boston brims with historical sites and cultural landmarks. Its neighborhoods weave into each other without much warning, making them best explored by foot. One could start at North End, a warren of patina-tinged alleys making up the Italian Quarter, and soon be downtown, where colonial landmarks like Faneuil Hall and the Old State House meet Boston, the cradle of the American Revolution. But today's meal comes from a city that predates the 18th century by thousands of years, to Xi'an, an ancient capital of China and a terminus of the Silk Road, where East met West. Well, West met East in this bowl of Yangrou Paomo, a dish brought to Xi'an by the Tajiks, Central Asian mercenaries fighting for a Tang Dynasty emperor.
Best place on the planet.
And it's here, at Jean's Chinese Flatbread Cafe, the eponymous chain by Yangrou, where ancient China meets modern Boston.
How did you learn how to make flatbread?
From the family, from my parents, from my mom, from my grandma. In Xi'an, northern China, the people almost, I don't want to see, almost 3 meals a day eating the noodles.
And bread.
Bread.
Not rice.
No rice. That's the area is cold, dry, so don't grow rice. Just wait.
The recipe for this bread is as simple as it gets. Flour plus water. No salt, no yeast, so it's unleavened and dense. 10 minutes of vigorous kneading brings the dough together. It's then portioned out. Pulled, shaped into a spiral and flattened, a unique twist which gives the disc its characteristic appearance. Once the flatbread is crisped on the griddle, the real fun begins. Diners are expected to toil for their meal, in keeping with tradition.
Okay, so for the Yangrou Paomo, so we need to break the bread first.
Okay.
So break to the half. So you can
Just
can
tear
feel
it?
it. Yes, little harder. So we start till the, like small pieces.
This
Well,
tiny.
Some people, like my parents, my father, like break this to the very small pieces. Take hours.
I
They
read
are-
that the Xi'an government even put out a circular telling you exactly how big this should be. Can you remember eating your very first bowl of Yangrou Paomo?
like maybe 2 or 3. So my grandfather, one day take me to the restaurant, sitting there to start teaching me, tell me you are one of like a Xi'an people. That's the first thing, first technique you need to learn.
So this runs in your blood.
Yes.
What do you think this dish means to the people of Xi'an?
That mean, I think it mean everything. You know, you're hungry, you want Yangrou Paomo. Okay, you have something need to celebrate with the friend, family. Let's go for the Yangrou Paomo.
Jean, this is hard work. We've been
Taking time, taking time.
I know, right? Do families just get together and start breaking bread?
Yeah, talking, get out of the hot teas. You know, that's a talk about that family. They talk about the family time.
You know, in English, we've got the saying, breaking bread.
Yeah.
This is it.
The bread, painstakingly pinched, torn, and shredded, returns to the kitchen for the final step, a gentle soak in lamb broth that exudes fennel, star anise, and cinnamon.
Jean, first impressions. This smells utterly heavenly. Heavenly. I'm getting whiffs of the lamb. The cilantro has a nice fragrance to it. Garlic bulbs?
Yeah, that's the pickled garlic.
So I should throw one in?
Yeah, just take one, put
Got
in
it.
the bowl.
All right.
Okay, don't worry about it to peel the skin. So, one thing important to eat the Yangrou Paomo, don't mix it.
Why not?
Well, the heat first. The heat
The
is
heat
losing.
escapes.
Yes.
So get a bit of the bread and the broth.
Yes.
All right, here goes.
Okay.
This is my favorite part. The bread is chewy.
Yeah.
It's sturdy enough. It really has absorbed all the flavors of that lamb broth. It's hearty. You know, Jean, tasting this, it's the perfect meal for a cold day. A cold, rainy, dreary day. This just goes right in and warms your soul.
Yes.
What is next for Jean's Flatbread Cafe?
Well, teach more people, know our food, you know, our culture, the food culture.
It is a bridge. It is a window into a whole new
Yes.
world.
That's things, yeah.
Right.
I think they're good things.